Hola, buenas tardes. Pues depende. ¿Quieres preguntarle algo a las cartas? Hi there, Mystical Moodlet. How are you doing tonight? Mystical Moodlet, where are you in the world? Are you in the United States? England? Where are you in the world? Okay, you're in the USA. Okay. West Coast, East Coast, Bible Belt. All right, all right. I've been to Chicago a couple of times, and I'm not going to lie, I love it there. I love it there so much. If I were to ever leave California, it would definitely be Chicago or Mexico. Have you ever been to Chicago? Ooh, I love it so much. It's so beautiful. It's so clean. And it's just so much fun, especially going to their Chinatown. Like, there's a couple of Chinatowns here in California, and then Chicago also has their own Chinatown. So it's awesome. You're close and you haven't gone. Then again, I mean, who am I to say anything? I live here and it took me forever to visit San Francisco. I'm in California. So, I mean, it's not that it's super close. It's like about 600 miles away, but yeah. Yeah, I was the same way too. I didn't really get out too much, especially because, I was really busy with school and Of course, with this channel, at the time I used to do my monthly videos every month. And I'm starting to do that again, but now I'm doing it as reels because it just seems like whenever I post them as videos, like y'all just don't get them, or you guys just don't get the announcements, or YouTube is just messing with me. I don't know. Um, but that's why this time for the June monthly horoscopes that I did for all the zodiac signs, I made them as reels, which sucks because, as you know, when I would make them as videos, they would be like 20, 30 minutes long. And as a reel, I'm limited to 3 minutes. But, it is what it is. Yes, if you have a question, let me know. Let me know. I'm just blabbing here. Yes, of course. You donate for as many questions as you need to. Yes, please donate. And then come back to me whenever you're ready. No worries. I know I tend to be a blabber, so don't worry about it. All right, mystical moodlet. I got your donation. Thank you so much for that. Can you remind me, what is your zodiac sign? I'm in Aries. She's a Gemini. My question is, I cut off my relationship with my sister because she's toxic towards me. But tell me, why is she toxic to me, please? And why is it good? And why it's good I cut her off. Okay. I can't word my question right, but I'm wondering. So basically you just want to know, why is she just so toxic towards you? There's a reason for that. And basically you want reassurance as to why you're making the right choice here. Is that what it is? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pull an oracle card for you. And it's so crazy because one of the ones that I want to pull out for you is this card called Listen. The secrets of the sea become apparent when we listen to the sound within the shells. So from what I'm understanding with this card is that I think this is just about listening to yourself, listening to your intuition. This is called the Sea Mermaids, or the Sea Melodies by Jessica Lee. So of course it's going to be very connected to the ocean, and then fitting with this mermaid theme that I have going on here. But from what I'm seeing here is that this is just about, you just listening to yourself. You've been listening to yourself. You just listen to your intuition, and that's just it. You advocated for yourself. I'm going to pull another one for you before I pull out some tarot cards. shuffle two more times right here. One more. I'm going to pick from the top. Recharge. There's nothing like a walk on the beach to soothe your soul. Take some time away. And you know, lately I have been also, and I'm a vampire, okay? You will never see me where the sun is just blatantly there, okay? And even me myself, I've been called upon a lot to connect with the ocean and to be close to beaches or to the ocean as well. So from what I'm understanding with this card, recharge, is that maybe try getting closer to the beach or try getting closer to a body of water. I know you're in the Midwest, but maybe just getting closer to some body of water, recharge, meditate. Relationships between you and your sister. Could you give me your sister's name? Oh, two cards flew out. You know, that's so interesting because I do see that this relationship between you two, I wouldn't be surprised if it's for good. And I see the universe actually rewarding you for this. You can't hear me? Can you hear me now? Okay, is it still making a weird sound? Are you talking about my background music? It stopped? Okay, perfect. Okay. Yeah, I have background music. But from what I'm seeing is that I see, can you have your name, please? It's muffling sometimes. Oh, I see. I see. I see. Okay, well, I just noticed that it was connected to my MacBook's microphone, not to my microphone. Okay, so sorry about that. Yeah, usually can you hear me now? Goodness, what's going on? Mercury retrograde is coming, so it's already messing with all of us. Okay, okay. So sorry about that. Sorry. Goodness. All right. So from what I'm seeing here is that it seems like this relationship with the Four of Wands in reverse, it has ended for good, but I see that the universe is going to reward you for this. It's going to reward you with abundance. It's going to reward you with money. So I see good things coming for you. And maybe this person was also removed from your life so that you could better focus on these things without all of that stress. Okay. Those are the two cards that flew out from the Fountain Tarot. I'm using the Fountain Tarot for you. Okay, two more shuffles here. All right, let's see how the cards do or what they say for y'all. And what is your sister's name, by the way? I see. That's crazy because your sister is viewing you as the immature one. She does want to reunite. She does want to reconnect with you, your sister Brittany. She does want to reunite with you. But it seems like in her thoughts with the Emperor in reverse. Now, the Emperor is the archetype of Aries, and this came out in her thoughts. And it came out in reverse. So this usually tells me that she views you as someone who is pretty established in her life, even though it's in reverse. Someone who's pretty established in their life, someone who's doing pretty well, especially for the time being. But in reverse, it's almost like it's saying that she views you as immature. Are you artistic? Are you an artist? Are you really good with either music or something like that? Or drawing or painting? Because she sees you as someone with, lots of creativity also as well. I don't know why I'm getting that right now, but she sees you as someone who's artistic or someone who is really artsy, but at the same time, someone who's pretty established in their life. And with that Emperor card in reverse, at the same time, she does view you as someone who's immature. Okay. And then with the Knight of Cups in reverse, with the Knight of Cups upright, I do think that she wants to extend an offer. I do feel like this is still like in her thoughts. I don't think that's something that she has done yet, but it seems like that's something that she's thinking about is extending an offer. Does that mean also an apology? Yes, I do think that she's thinking about probably even apologizing because she thinks to herself, well, that's just part of the puzzle here. I need to add the last piece of the puzzle, and that is an apology. And then also the Three of Coins is also a card of cooperation and growth due to cooperation. Yes, I understand that you are cutting her off, but I'm just letting you know what she's thinking, what she's feeling right now. And although you did cut her off, she's telling me right here that she views you as someone who's artsy, someone who's a creative in some way, but also someone who is immature. She kind of views you as someone who's immature. She does want to extend an offer. She does want to apologize as well because she knows that that's a missing piece of the puzzle here. But the only thing is that she's not a very patient person as well. With the Knight of Swords in reverse, although she tells herself like, yeah, I'm going to extend an offer, I'm going to make peace with my sister here, Mystical Moodlet, I do feel like even if she does, this is going to be a thing where I don't think she's going to be very nice about it. I think I get the feeling that she is the type of person where she wants to do certain things, like for instance, like in this situation where she wants to extend an offer, she wants to make peace, but at the same time, when it comes to executing what she wants to do, it's aggressive. It's I do not get along or like her and her boyfriend as a team. Right. But yes, like I do see that whenever she wants to execute that, like it's not going to come out nicely. Like she's going to come off impatient, rude, um just not nice. But yes, on the exterior, I think you're going to get the point that she wants to extend an offer. She wants to make peace. And I do think she's going to try to reach out. Even if you blocked her, like that's not going to stop her from sending a message or, trying to email you or whatever, As far as for you and your thoughts, you have the Knight of Wands. So this is a thing where in your thoughts, I think you're kind of just viewing yourself as someone who just made that decision in an instant. Well, then again, you're an Aries. That's not very surprising, mystical moodlet. It's not very surprising seeing you just making that impulsive decision. But with the Eight of Coins in reverse, as far as your emotions, you just view this as with the Eight of Coins in reverse, you just kind of view this as like, well, this is just not working. And I think it's caused you to kind of almost feel as if I feel like, you've been feeling really confused as to where you stand in a relationship with her, especially because of the way that she treats you. You just don't know how she views you, if she respects you. And it's almost like you just don't know where you stand with her. And maybe that was also part of the reason why you made that decision. At the same time, you're just more focused on your peace. You're more focused on yourself. If you've been thinking about fasting or, just having a cleaner diet, if you smoke, probably trying to quit smoking, or that might be something that you've been thinking about, just kind of improving yourself, improving your life. And with the Seven of Swords in reverse, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised with that Seven of Swords in reverse that you let her know. You let her know how you feel already. It's not like you just cut her off. You spoke your truth and then you cut her off. So do I think you made the right decision? Well, I think you did, but I'll pull some cards on that. All right. Did Mystical Moodlet make the right decision for herself to distance herself from her sister Brittany, the Gemini? Okay, so one card flew out, and that was the Ace of Cups. And let's see what's in the bottom of the deck. 8 of Cups. Well, yes, you walked away. That makes all the sense in the world. So we have right here the Empress in reverse, Page of Cups, King of Cups, 5 of Swords, the Hermit, and 10 of Cups in reverse. Well, the short answer is yes, but let me explain. Yes, you made the right decision for yourself. As a matter of fact, I see good things coming for you. I do see that you're going to be able to listen to your intuition or connect with your intuition a lot better than before. Or if it's something you haven't tapped into, that might be something that you might start exploring, listening to your intuition, just connecting with trying to connect with your spirituality, especially because you're challenged right here with the Hermit. I think this is going to be a time where you're going to introspect. This is going to be a time where you're going to need your solitude. So don't be afraid of that. Don't be afraid of connecting with your spirituality and taking the time to introspect, right? And the reason why this is all happening, 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords depicts an argument or a fight, especially after advocating for yourself, especially after speaking your truth and people not liking that. So, but yes, it is telling me right here that right now she is pretending that, life is all right, that your distance isn't really phasing me. It isn't really bothering me. I think she's kind of playing on that role. But like I said, your advice here is to be alone and to take that time to introspect. And the reason why we're here, like I said, because there was an argument or there was you guys have gotten to a point where in your life where you needed to advocate for yourself and you needed to speak your truth, and that's why there's swords here, that caused people to walk away from you. And that's so funny that you mentioned her boyfriend, because you see how there's 2 people in the background, those 2 silhouettes in the background who are walking away from you. And you see how now you're kind of standing on these swords. So it's kind of like now you're elevated into this other dimension. You're elevated into this, not other dimension, sorry. You kind of elevated into this new chapter in your life. You passed this karmic chapter for you. And I think in the past, you were more of the type of person where you still tried to care. Even if you had to put a little bit of distance from people, you tried your best to care. But now you're focused on yourself, you're focused on your insecurities and you're more focused on yourself and becoming a better version of yourself. I think what you have realized is that, you have a bit of some insecurities. You do feel a little defeated right now. And I think that's going to be more your focus, feeling more confident under your skin, just feeling more comfort, just feeling more of a baddie. Okay. And especially with the Page of Cups here, I mean, this is telling me also as well that you're going to come to a place where you can finally feel as if you can dream again. You can manifest for yourself again. But to answer your question, yes, you made the right choice here. I do think you made the right choice. Okay. Mystical Moodlet, do you have any other questions for me? You're more than welcome to donate if you'd like. All right, go ahead and donate. Thank you. Yes, it did. It went through. Give me a second here. I'm just fixing my Facebook because apparently Facebook is not showing my live stream. Give me a second here. It's live streaming my video, but in private. Like, I don't know why it always does that. It sets my video to my live streams to private. It's like, okay, no, I don't want my video just to myself. Gosh. Always does that. There you go. My question that I'm trying to get is, I'll try wording it. Okay. Why is my sister toxic? Why doesn't she like me? That's kind of the main question I have. My other question was answered, but just curious of the why. Okay. All right. Let's see. Why is your sister so toxic to you? Well, I'm going to ask first, is she just generally a toxic person? Is your sister, Brittany, the Gemini, is she just generally a toxic person? Is she just generally a toxic person? Yeah. And I think she's, honestly, with this card, I get that she was placed in this world to be a lesson for others. Not just for you. I don't think she was just brought into your life to challenge you and to be a difficult person. Can we say that about Geminis? I mean, you know, someone in charge of this administration here is Gemini himself. So, yeah, I do think that this person was brought into this planet to be a challenge for others, is to be a lesson for others. I do think that she is someone who holds on and who has held on to a lot of resentments, to a lot of hurt, to a lot of pain. And especially with this card, I think that's why she is a toxic person. I think she hasn't really let go of things. I think what she does is that she tends to preoccupy herself with things and tasks rather than actually dealing with her emotions and healing. Maybe even her relationship isn't doing really well as well. I do see that her relationship isn't doing very well. That could also be part of her stresses. That could be also a part of why she is the way that she is. And I feel like in general, she possibly has struggled with relationships. Is there anything else? Is there another reason why she is toxic towards her sister, at least? Why is she toxic? Why is she so evil to Ashley? Mystical moodlet here. Why doesn't she like her? Does she truly dislike her? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think she does dislike you. And so I don't think this is a thing where, as siblings, where we just try to annoy each other just to be annoying or frustrating or just irritating. I don't think that that's what, because I did want to put that energy onto the cards. Like, is it because, sometimes as siblings, we just like to piss each other off, or we like to put each other to the edge? And no, the cards are telling me that it's intentional. The cards are telling me here with the Eight of Cups, it's intentional. And the feeling that I got with this card is that I think she has been wanting you to leave or to walk away from her life. Why does she want you to do that? I think she mainly was, how I think she did it because she is the type of person that likes attention, and I think she likes to be on the spotlight. But what does that have to do with, pushing you to the point of where you don't want to be around? Why would she want to put you to your limits there? Yeah, it's like she was doing it intentionally so that you can cut her off. Yeah. It's definitely a narcissistic tactic, for sure. And I can see that. You know how like when narcissists tend to push you to their limit, so that whenever you do decide to cut them off, they're just like, "Oh, why are you being so sensitive?" Like it was just a joke, like that's kind of like the feeling that I got, or like, "Oh, why are you being so touchy? Like, did that really bother you?" Like, just like one of those I feel like it's one of those things where I feel like she pushes you to the limit, to the point where where you've come to this point where you just don't want anything to do with her. And you left the household. Wow, that was definitely very Aries of you. But sometimes, that's the thing about Aries people, sometimes like the rest of the zodiac signs, we need to be more like Aries, where we need to learn to cut people off, for good. And you guys are really good at that. Like, when something doesn't serve you well, when something isn't good for you. Hi, Max. So, yeah, so I just get for you that, like, you needed to advocate for yourself in that situation. And I'm glad that you moved out, because I just see that she's one of those people where I think she wanted to push you to the limit because she wanted you to walk away. And now, knowing that you guys were in the same household, that makes all the sense in the world. Maybe she did that so that you can leave. She did that so that you can move. So yeah, she was toxic because she wanted you to leave. Let's pull an oracle card for you. I lived with family. It was a lot of people, so I left. Yeah, but I feel like she was specifically toxic towards you because she wanted you to leave the house. She wanted you to be gone. Okay? All right, so give me an oracle card for Ashley Marie, Mystical Moodlet. Meditate. Make some quiet time in the still air. Meditate. Make some quiet time in the still air. Okay, so I know, especially after such a crazy moment, sometimes it's hard. Ooh, one card wanted to fly out. Oh, I like this one. Okay, well, let me finish the meditate one. Sometimes, especially when you just come out of a rough situation, it's going to be really hard to meditate, but take the time, do it over and over and over again. I always suggest for people to meditate 3 times at least in a day. And you don't need a quiet space, or you don't need a room to yourself, or even some quiet space, actually. All you have to do is just put some headphones on and do it for 10 minutes. That's all you need. If you're at work, do it while you're in the restroom, whatever you need to do. And then the next one, the ocean, be beautiful, mysterious, wild, and free. Okay. This is about you now. Working on yourself, being the best version of yourself, okay? Be beautiful, mysterious, wild, and free, just like the ocean, okay? Ashley Marie, do you have any other questions for me? Well, thank you for being here, Ashley. Well, thank you for being here. Don't forget to like the live stream. And, that was the feeling that I even got myself. I really didn't even need the cards. And honestly, like when you had asked, did you make the right choice and all of that? The cards are telling me right here, well, you did. You did. And because of that, the universe is going to reward you with abundance and money, stability with that 10 of coins. Okay. De-stress, yes. No need to distress. De-stress, of course. Meditate, connect with the ocean. It's summertime, okay? Go be a baddie. Alrighty, Ashley. I'll see you soon. And of course, if you have more questions, I will be here a little bit longer. And I'll be here tomorrow. Alrighty, so Taco, you are here. Are you still here, Taco? Here are my questions, just in case I am in and out. Sabrina went to a Catholic church and found her an exorcist today. We have a Thursday appointment. Alrighty. How will her exorcism go this week? Let's see. Hi, Taco. How you doing today? Do we see any positive progress, any forward progress with Sabrina's Thursday appointment? It's been crazy. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for that. I've been in and out of consciousness, pure exhaustion, amiga. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. Your eyes are fading. Oh, I'm sorry. All right, let's see. Do we see any forward movement? Oh, you just basically want to know. Okay, so it's just basically a consultation. All right, all right, all right. Let's just see how is it going to go? Okay, so it's just really a consultation or a meeting about it. Okay, so let's see then. I'm going to see if they're going to move forward with the exorcism. Are they going to move forward with the exorcism? Because also it depends if the priest feels like it's necessary or not, you know? So will the priest find it necessary to move forward with the exorcism? And how will it go? All right, so we have 2 of coins. Yeah. Ooh, I got a definite yes. I do think he's going to move forward with it. I do think he might even take some time to think about it. But the thing is that I think Sabrina can self-sabotage if she decides not to share information. Now, I think you're going to be tempted to do all the talking, you know, if you're going to be there. But if she's going to be by herself, then she's going to be pretty closed off and she's not going to share her experiences, or at least not to, or she's not going to fully disclose all of the information, everything that's been going on with her. But I do think he's gonna move forward, and I do see that he's gonna work with her. If this is a thing where he's gonna be asking for questions, then this is telling me right here that he is gonna move forward. But she needs to be more open to disclosing information. Okay. Do we see? Now you're talking about them having a minor exorcism for her. Will it work? No. I do think that this is something that they need to take a little bit more seriously. I don't think this is something where you know, where she has to do something minor. Be candid and share everything. That's what I told her. Yeah. I do see that she's going to be a bit closed off. And so, yeah, you don't, this is not one of those things where you can walk her hand through it, because then they're just going to be like, well, you know, does she really want this, or is it just you wanting this? And as far as it, you know, creating a minor exorcism rather than just doing a normal one, the cards are telling me here that it won't work. Not a minor one. Yes, I can. All right, so do I think that she needs to have a series of exorcisms? Does she need to have more than one? Does this have to be a thing where it needs to be more than one? I would say no more than 3. But they can't be just like a little thing and then bye, you know, like, or like a small prayer and then you're on your way home. But I would say no more than 3. No more than 3 sessions, I guess. Okay, and yes, I will timestamp for you. Let's see your second question. And then I'll pull an oracle card right now for that question. Yeah, honestly, the card that I got to see if it would work, just this minor, just, you know, having this one session and one session only, I got the Devil card in reverse. So I wouldn't be surprised if now even darker entities are starting to come in. Or is this a thing where it's a darker entity disguising as her stepfather? Oh, yes. So I do see that there is a dark entity here who's disguising as stepfather. Because especially when I got the Devil card in reverse, I was like, that's interesting. That I honestly got a feeling that it must be something darker. Or just a series of, or not a series, but a team coming against her. Is it more than one? You know what? I'm going to ask, is it more than one entity that's taking over Sabrina? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right now, I feel like it's 2 entities, and it might be even more later. The more we don't take it seriously, or as seriously as it needs to be, it can even become like a group of 5. And don't let it get to that point, because the moment it, you know, she starts getting possessed by 5 entities, I see that it will mess with your relationship with her, and it will potentially cause you guys to end your relationship. Okay? Which is not a good thing, because from what I saw here with the 5 of Pentacles is that without you, I do see that she's going to be homeless, or she's going to be in and out of homelessness, struggling with poverty. Okay? Optimism. After each rainstorm, there will be clear skies. Okay, just, I know, easier said than done, but just stay positive and just look forward to that day whenever this is all going to be over. And then another one for you, flow. Let your worries drift away. Just focus on the end goal here. All right. So Will you find a good tattoo artist? Whew. I think I'm going to get another tarot deck for this one. This one's heavy. Heavy, heavy, heavy. I'm going to have to cleanse my house now. All right, so will you find your tattoo artist, the one you're trying to find to finish your head tattoo? Will you meet this person in Santa Marta, Colombia? All right, so we have 6 of Wands in reverse, and we have 2 of Wands, the Fool, Queen of Swords in reverse, Temperance, 2 of Swords, and 10 of Swords. Okay, so I got a definite yes. I got a definite yes. And as a matter of fact, with the 2 of Swords here, you might be indecisive between 2 tattoo artists. You might not have them right now, but if you do, I think eventually you'll come to, deciding. You're going to come to a point where you're going to have to decide between 2 different artists. And the feeling that I got with this 2 of Wands, one might be pricier than the other. Maybe in dollars, it won't make much a difference. But from what I'm seeing right here is that I see you thinking to yourself, well, I'm worth it. So don't let money be the reason why you should be discouraged. On the contrary, you should tell yourself, well, you're worth it. Okay. So let's see your third question. Are her headaches due to the spiritual attacks or a brain tumor, health issue? Let's see. It could also be stress, or the lack of sleep. Lack of sleep can also cause health issues. But let's go ahead and pull an oracle card for that second question regarding your tattoo. Protection. Keep your aquamarine close. Mermaid's tears have been known to create these precious gems. Okay. Where's some aquamarine? Then again, also aquamarine is also a very awesome, nice stone to have around you. It is a high quality stone. It's pretty expensive and you deserve it. You deserve it. You'll find 3 to check with me soon. Okay. But from what I see with the aquamarine, it's also a great stone for communication. and intuition as well. So maybe that can also help you with making a decision as well. You know, the feeling that I also got as well, maybe an artist, a tattoo artist that probably has aquamarine on, you know, that they might be wearing aquamarine, or maybe like at their tattoo parlor, they might have like an aquamarine at a shelf or something. Maybe that could be a sign. Ooh, let us know. Okay, so let's see for this third question. So let's go ahead and see. Why is she having these headaches? I'm going to see if it's spiritual attacks, a health issue, or a lack of sleep. Okay, let's see if it's because of the spiritual attacks that she's having. Yes, I got a yes. Do we see also health issues associated with that? I got a definite no. Yeah, especially with these cards that I'm seeing here. No, she needs spiritual cleansing with the Temperance card. Okay, lack of sleep. Oh, I got a definite no as well. Almost all the cards are like 99% of the cards are no, or giving me an absolute no for these last two questions. So yeah, it's because of these spiritual attacks. Yeah. Wow. Yes. Do you have any other questions for me, Taco? Emerald and aquamarine are my favorite. Oh, okay, okay. I'm a big fan of onyx and tourmalated quartz. Those are my favorite. Onyx and tourmalated quartz. I like black. What can I say? I don't wear enough black, but black is my favorite color. All right, so even though technically some of you artsy fartsy people are going to say black isn't really a color, but it's my favorite color. Okay. Okay, so let's see. An oracle card for this last question. Chance. Allow the sea to wash its chest of wonders ashore. You'll never know what the tide might bring in. She needs to just give it a chance. She might have lost complete hope over this whole thing. You know, she just needs to remember that, you know, there's a chance, okay? There's a second chance out there for her, okay? No worries, no worries. We will talk soon, okay? I hope things are well. I will be live streaming tomorrow if you have 3 other tattoo artists to talk about, okay? Go ahead and rest. Give me a second, guys. I will be back.